Hey guys, welcome to Birdie Little Secrets. I'm Kass, that's Syd, and it's time to spill the tea.
Guys, welcome back. What a week that we have had in the world of golf.
It's like the gift that kept on giving.
It made everyone ugly cry.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It made everyone, I think, appreciate the sport like tenfold. Like, didn't it feel different?
It felt, yes, it did feel different.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if that was just me or just the fact that like, I feel like so many people are so into golf now.
I think that's it. Like,
yeah.
How is every single person in my life now involved in this sport? Like, I feel like I had a lot of friends who didn't play golf, who didn't really know about it. My page on Instagram, like from my private Instagram, like not a lot of people post it. And now tell me why.
Huge.
I've only seen Rory McIlroy's face.
Yeah, and celebrities were there, like more like beyond who I thought would actually be there. TikTok influencers.
Exactly.
Like, this was like the place to be.
It seriously was.
So going back to the emotions that we felt, jealousy was definitely pretty high up.
Yeah, super, like a super ugly jealousy.
Yeah, super ugly.
Like really, really.
Like, ew, she doesn't even like golf.
Yeah. No, not towards our girls.
No. Oh, of course not.
No. Towards.
No, I definitely wish I was there.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, like at this point of the season, like we talk about all the time, it's like this is our literal spring break.
Oh, we like had spring break.
We spring braked.
We spring broke.
We broke the spring of the break. Yeah. No, it was a great week and a lot of golf was watched, but it was watched leisurely.
Yes.
Whether it was at a bar with a drink or on my couch with some candles lit. It was a different way to watch golf this time.
On a boat.
On a boat.
On a boat all weekend.
Yep. So we got to watch the golf and it was great golf to watch.
Yes, exactly. And again, just for a lot of, if anyone doesn't know, we work in golf and the PGA Tour doesn't work this tournament. Because it's not technically a PGA Tour sanctioned event. Mm-hmm. So that means we get a glorious week of getting to breathe a bit.
Yes.
And just enjoy the tournament and what a tournament it was to enjoy.
It really was. A great leaderboard.
Yes.
The whole time. And going on Sunday, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The deja vu with Bryson and Rory.
Major deja
vu was had. Wink, wink.
I can't even like really take credit for that. That's yours.
Guys, we try and do like little outlines, like take notes. Every once in a while, we just chime in, see what's going on. And Sydney was like, oh my gosh, Bryson and Rory, major deja vu, but like major as in major. And I was like, yeah, Sid, that's
the
precisely
point.
Why I wrote it
that
like
is
that.
Why. And I was like, Kass, this is so clever.
But like, I get that, or I'm glad that you get it.
Yes,
you know,
I did. After a bit, it took me a bit.
Because sometimes it doesn't land. Like I try and it just doesn't hit. So
it hit this time. It was so good.
But for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, 10 months ago was it at this point?
Yeah.
The US Open, Rory, Bryson battling it out. But this time Bryson took home the trophy and Rory was a little upset.
Yeah, just slightly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. But so this time going into the final round of the Masters, same two names up there, and Rory took it home this time.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yep. Bryson kind of crumbled throughout his day.
Yeah.
Not saying he didn't have an amazing tournament.
Of course.
He definitely did. And he even tweeted out himself, like, congratulating Rory, but then also saying, like, I loved my numbers. I know I proved to myself, like, I can win this tournament one day.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, it's just not my time. But obviously, like, congrats to Rory.
I mean, I gotta say, when Rory came out with a double bogey,
ooh,
I was a little concerned.
Yeah. I mean, also the thing is that a lot of people know Rory from is he does tend to choke at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that was the first hole.
And
what the heck?
It's starting out that way. It's like, oh, I don't know if he can actually do this.
Exactly. And he started 2 strokes ahead and then immediately tied.
It's like, okay,
so that was tough.
It's going to be down to the wire. And it was, but not with Bryson, but Justin Rose.
I know. which is crazy.
Yeah.
Justin Rose put up a good fight.
He did.
A really, really good fight. And to be honest, well, I saw in the beginning that Justin Rose was like tied for the most times he led the first round at the Masters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he has led the first round at the Masters. I don't remember who he's tied with, but up there for like 4 times now he's led the Masters during round 1. So it was like, okay, like what does this mean? But never once did he actually like come through. So I was like, oh, what does this mean? Blah, blah, blah. But then, I kind of thought, oh, okay, this is just round 1. We'll see what happens. And he ended up kind of holding it there the whole time. Out of all the names on Sunday that I thought were going to come back out, I thought Scotty, I thought Oberg. I didn't think Rose was going to come back. And
you didn't think Kovlet?
Well, Javi, no. He wasn't up there. That would have been like literally impossible.
At one point, I thought I saw his name get pretty close.
Oh, at one point.
Yeah,
yes.
At one point.
Point during round 2, he was up there.
Yeah. So your support.
Don't worry, I was watching. I was watching from afar.
I know you were.
Yeah. But he also, he had a great tournament too.
Yeah. He's just great in general.
Yeah. Still trying to test the theory, like, is he back? Was it luck? Who knows? But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's to come. More to come.
That is to come.
Yeah.
But anyways, Justin Rose playoff. The last time the Masters went into a playoff was 2017, and Justin Rose was also in that playoff against Sergio Garcia, and he did not win. So we thought maybe this time he was going to pull it off.
Yeah.
But Rory, this was Rory's tournament. Everybody said that.
100%. I mean, if anyone deserved this win, I think it was Rory all the way.
100%.
He's on such a climb this year, like has had such a consistent season. It's just like bound to get it done. And he needed a green jacket.
It was hard not to root for Rory.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Even someone who doesn't follow golf that well, like, you have to root for Rory. He's going for the Grand Slam. He's only the 6th person to do this at this point.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, a Grand Slam is when you win all 4 majors in golf. So he has now won all 4, and the last that he won was in 2014. So this was 11 years later he got his final ticket.
And to do that at Augusta, at a tournament that's so just, it's different.
Yeah.
Like the Masters is different. Even then, like obviously all the majors are so special, and to win those is such a special moment. But the Masters to me is just such a different win.
I mean, you can't have your phone there. It's just like a different vibe. It's
old school golf, but like in the best way. Yeah.
Keeping the tradition and legacy alive, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still evolving with the game and still making it fun for people to go, but just like holding on to that class.
Yeah.
And that like non-stuffy vibe, but just like a good, like the girls showed out.
Oh my gosh.
Like, can we, I know we're talking about Rory's Grand Slam, and I don't know how that pivoted to me talking about like how fire the girls were. I think it's
quite easy to talk about how well the girls dressed.
I know. I mean, this tournament, like the fashion was next level.
Seriously. That's what I'm saying. Like when you started this, we started the podcast, you were like, oh, like something felt different. Like it just felt like everyone understood the assignment.
Yes.
Like everyone got what the Masters was, showed up in like the nicest outfits, bought the best merch, like they bought their digital cameras, like it was just everything was
the content from there for having no phones was immaculate.
I don't know if it's just like we were paying attention more. I don't know.
I don't know what it is either.
It felt different.
It felt so special. And again, Rory came out missed that par putt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was nuts. Finally got it done. He's just like head in his hands, like on the green, cry. I mean, you could see him physically sobbing
the whole time.
I'm like me over here watching, like bawling my eyes out over like a 5'9" Irishman, like winning.
No, but actually,
I was emotional.
Yeah,
it just felt so like his moment, and like again, he deserved it so much, and he's just. A career Grand Slam is insane.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods and him are the only ones to do it in 50 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's like only 6 people have done it in history.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not something that happens every other day.
I think the emotion matched the trophy, like the prize, you know, like it made
for sure.
him dropping to his knees, the tears, the everything. Like, for anyone who probably doesn't understand what the Grand Slam is, they probably were like, all right, like, Rory, like, come on, like, clean it up, you know, you won. But like
he was showing too, like, he was being a little too much. Is that what you mean?
But I don't think that, because it just truly showcases how significant this was.
No, I 100% agree. And even what you said earlier too, the number 11 years.
11 years.
It wasn't like he has won these like back to back to back. Like, this has been his career since he's been on tour.
And his 17th start at the major, or at the Masters.
Yeah.
So,
right.
17 starts, 11 years later, he finally did it.
It's just so cool to be able to watch. And again, like, an ugly, horrible, like, jealousy for anyone who was there to witness that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Because the thing is too, it's like, it's Rory, like, one of the greatest golfers of all time, one that everybody loves, everybody knows, and he never until now got an invite to the Masters Champions dinner, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the Green Jacket Club is so exclusive, so honorable, and Rory was never part of it, and that just doesn't sound like it makes sense.
It doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Like, that seems wrong to say.
Yeah. What also seemed really right was Scottie Scheffler giving Rory the jacket at the end of it all. It was like iconic.
Good was that?
Just iconic.
It was. It really was. I saw, and it's even so funny too how I feel like in the beginning of the week, I forget which golfer it was, but just like anyone who wins the green jacket like has a little bit of a right to like be a little braggy and like start, and you know, like start the drama and like talk to the other golfers like, oh yeah, I mean, do you have any plans Tuesday? Because I do. Like, I have dinner. Do you have dinner plans? Because I do.
Love it.
And I feel like I remember seeing one of the golfers was like, I want to ask Rory like if he has dinner plans, but I don't. And now it's like,
now he does.
Mic drop, Rory's gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we think his dinner's
that
gonna be?
That would have been really mean.
Oh no, I know.
But
that's what they do.
Like,
That's
maybe
like poking fun at I actually feel like it was I can't remember the name. I just remember reading that and being like, oh man, what
do not do that.
Yeah, like, that is something so crazy. But now I love it even more because Rory will be there. And like, he deserved to be there. Yeah. And now he's like earned it.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know what Rory's dinner is going to be. Obviously something Irish. Corned beef. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
Maybe like a Guinness.
Oh, definitely.
Potatoes.
Yep. Maybe hit one other one of just his favorite foods and like not. Do you think he'll keep it all like Irish food?
I feel like that's usually
typically what happens. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I also feel like you can do whatever the heck you want.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
It's your dinner.
Yeah.
So whatever, like, watch him come out with like spaghetti.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. Can you imagine it's like chicken fingers or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, one of his favorite
Scotty
foods.
had cheeseburger sliders.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I do feel like you keep it to your like heritage a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know if that's just like what they like to eat or, you know what I mean? Like, John Rahm was very Spanish foods, like, and then Hideki Matsuyama, you know what I mean? Like, they all kind of stuck to their own traditions. Yeah. So we'll see. I guess we'll have to wait 365 days.
See, like, I don't want to, like, I want the Masters to happen every single week.
But that's why it's so special.
I know. It is why it's so special. And again, like, cannot stress enough how immaculate like the girls were. Like, the dresses, I saw so many amazing floral dresses.
Yeah.
It was the vibe. It was the move.
Perfect Masters green was just shown everywhere, in dresses, in sweaters, in like the neck scarves, in the hats, in the bags with like the little scarf around the handle. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't even. It was perfect. It really was. Yeah. Like, every outfit I saw, I was like, I would wear that. Yeah. I would wear that, you know? Also, we can't even graze over the fact that, remember Poppy's little putt that she had in the par 3 contest? I feel like that was kind of a tease. Like, I'm also a winner and my dad's a winner. She just like tapped it.
I totally forgot that even happened.
The kids actually stole the show this year.
They really did.
Tommy Fleetwood's son. Are you kidding me?
The fact that Frankie Fleetwood is like better at media than half of the golfers is like, that's my favorite.
Oh my, like, I'm not making it this year. It was just iconic.
I'm not gonna make it. It's just not my. Yeah. It's not my. I've been practicing my swing. It's just not happening for me.
I mean, that was adorable, but so part of me wished the camera was on Tommy, Shane, and Rory because they were dying laughing. You could just hear them dying laughing.
It was so good.
Like he watches his dad and is like, that's what you have to do when they ask you questions. Yeah, like you have to talk like that. Oh my gosh. Cutest thing I've ever seen.
It was so good. Yeah, the par 3 contest this year, like, also our girl Claudia won.
Yes.
Not Nico, Claudia.
Oh, Claudia. Nico, love you. Claudia, congrats.
Yes. Exactly.
Which is funny because we had her on and we were talking about, like, a while back, we were talking about how she was going to practice for the par 3 contest, which is hilarious.
Yes.
But that was great content. Also a few pregnancy announcements we can't forget about.
The
Homas expecting baby number 2.
Yep.
It was so adorable. Lacey posted a photo of them standing at the Masters in front of the clubhouse holding the little caddy baby onesie, which is the exact way they announced their first pregnancy with Cam. So it was really cute to see them kind of like also just casually announcing all of your pregnancies at the Masters.
Augusta.
Like
Augusta National.
Can you say goals?
Yeah, right.
So that was adorable. And then also the McNealys are expecting a baby. I think they try to sneak that one in there.
They try to sneak it past us and they quite literally cannot get anything through us.
I don't think that they've announced it on their social media yet. No. But we've announced it for you. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, there was this long huge carousel of photos that the tour posted or the Masters posted. I'm just going through and then I just stopped dead in my tracks to see the McNealys holding a little caddy onesie, same type, with McNealy on the back and then a sonogram. And I'm like, you're like, is this part? Did anyone?
Nowhere on the caption did it even say anything either. It was like, is this?
Because it was in the center of 40 photos posted. And I was like, oh, we're not going to just slide past that one. We're going to talk about this.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I went to their pages, and neither of them have posted about it. So, sorry.
Well, congratulations.
Congrats. We see you, and we're so excited.
And all of the little birdies who listen to Birdie Little Secrets now
you know.
Now you know.
But again, iconic, doing that at the Masters, announcing your first pregnancy. I mean,
I want to do that.
I want to do that. I want to do that one day.
We will be there one day. We have to manifest that.
Next year.
Yeah, we'll. Okay, yeah, guys. Yeah. This is us saying it right now.
Yes, 100,000%.
Yeah.
We're going to be there next year.
Okay.
No, we're not announcing any pregnancies next year. But we will be there.
No.
We'll be there. Just so we're clear on what we're manifesting. It's just going to
tickets.
The Masters period. That's it.
Just tickets.
Last thing about the Masters I think we have to touch on is Nick Dunlap.
Oh, yes. Wait, there is also another thing I want to touch on as well.
Okay, so just don't forget.
Okay. I'll remember.
Well, Nick Dunlap is super quick. I just think it's kind of crazy that he gets to walk away from this Masters with such a unique historical moment.
Yes.
Probably not one he wants to be recognized for.
Right.
But
and unique is a word to use.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
So Nick shot one of the worst first round, or I think ever rounds, scores at Augusta. He was 18 over par, 90.
Ooh, yikes.
Tough first day. Mm-hmm. But he persevered. He's only 21 years old, by the way.
Yeah, guys. And also, this is still, I still feel like he's a rookie on tour. He's not
in a nice way.
Yeah, in the best way. And not a seasoned vet or anything.
Yeah.
He's still, it's the fact that he's at Augusta right now.
Exactly. And I feel like, not a lot of people would withdraw from Augusta, I don't think. But he kept his head held high. He went back to his Airbnb. He hit dozens of balls and he came out the next day and he was like, I am going to play better. And he improved his score by 19 shots?
Yes.
So
shot out 71, was it?
Yeah. So good job.
Yeah. And again, it was he took to social media after to say, because the world was giving him so much hassle for it and being like, dude, you're a pro. But he said too, he's like, but I'm human as well. We all have those days. And
right.
it's golf is the craziest sport in the whole world.
It's also Augusta.
It's also one of the hardest courses. And then to take that noise, put like headphones, not listen to it, and come out and prove to yourself more than anything, that you do deserve to be here.
100%.
And you can play on this course.
I mean, he didn't make the cut, but again, he came back, and that's exactly what he did, was give that message. Yeah. And it was the biggest round-to-round turnaround at the Masters since 1936. So
I mean, that's crazy.
I feel like he's got to like play into it and get himself some sort of medal or trophy.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, just embrace this.
Yeah.
Just really lean into it, because if like your message was, a lot of people were resonating with it.
Yeah. And like, at the end of the day, the keyboard warriors are sitting on their couch. They don't even have tickets to
Exactly.
So like, you're good. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. You got invited to the Masters, which is such an accomplishment in of itself. So you're doing okay.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, too, like how hard Augusta was playing this year, no amateurs made the cut this year. Yeah. So it's just like to say, not any golfer can do this, like to play here and then to improve that much the next day after having like such a hard day.
And also, I actually take it back that he didn't have the most unique historical moment. I would say Jose Ballester probably took that one. Yeah. I feel like I don't want to comment too much on that because I'm like terrified for him. Like mortified, embarrassed, terrified. I'm scared.
It was just a moment where I think I saw it and I was like, really?
It's like dudes being dudes, but in like the worst way possible.
I so agree with that.
Yeah. Like, okay, haha. Like, okay, for those of you who don't know,
break down what he did.
He decided, he had to pee. And what does a guy do when they have to pee? They just pee anywhere, which is also just ridiculous. Yeah. But he peed in like the river at Augusta.
Which also... Then I think it was like the next hole had like bathrooms on it. Yeah. It wasn't even
regardless.
Dude, you're at Augusta. The Masters has so many cameras from a TV point of view, like everywhere. Yeah. Like it just is one of those moments where it's like, hey, maybe like not at this tournament.
I am surprised he didn't get in trouble. Like, did he get in trouble?
I don't know the repercussions. I know he had to address it in an interview.
Yeah. But he doubled down and said that he doesn't regret it.
See, that's where I feel
like, tell me
weird
how
about
last year Jason Day had to like change his clothes.
Right. But now this guy is just over here just like
peeing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to move on from this topic.
I mean, it's wild. I thought that was crazy. And then I also thought, sorry, I know you just said you wanted to move on, but I also thought it was so funny how all of the like guys in my life were like, well, it's just dudes being dudes. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, well, be dudes somewhere else.
Like, not here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not here. No.
Please.
Agreed.
Get away from me.
And mic drop. Okay,
but
what were you going to say, though? Because I don't want you to forget.
Oh, okay. Well, so the other thing, and again, no drama, but I thought it could have been drama, or I was just looking at it in a sense. I know what you're going to say. Yeah. I just thought it was so funny because to put an analogy on it, but let me give the scenario first. Max Homa's longtime caddy and best friend decided to part ways with that professional relationship. And I think super amicably, like they're still besties. They did it for like the best scenario for their friendship. Like they were best friends.
It was
first.
for the both of them.
For the both of them. Yeah. Right. And obviously that's a whole situation to have to navigate in itself. Yeah. Like Max Homa is now coming to the Masters with a new caddy. And then I look up as I'm watching the TV and I'm like, that caddy looks very familiar. Yeah. I'm like, I know who that I know him. And Max Homa's old caddy was caddying for Justin Thomas at the Masters. And I was like, my jaw was dropped. It was like having an ex, like seeing an ex at like prom with your best friend. Yeah. With like a new girl.
Like the week later.
Yeah, a week. Like not. And again, I don't know their personal story, and it seems like everyone was fine with it.
Right.
But
and at the end of the day, it's like a business deal.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Like, this is their job.
JT did post it on his story. Like, he just said, hey, unfortunately, my caddy, I think, hurt his back.
Yeah.
And luckily, my good friend Joe is going to step in.
Yeah.
But I do feel like he did that to like let everybody know, because if you didn't see that story and then you just saw them together, I think
the media would have taken off with it.
Yeah, the headlines would have been so silly.
Well, that was my first reaction too, because as soon as I saw him, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
No
I luckily I had seen the story, so I had known, but when I did see it, I did text my husband. I was like, drama?
Yeah. I was like, is this tea?
No, but I don't think so. I think that it would be drama if Joe continued to work with JT, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
I guess we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But then again, like, he also needs work, so it's like, and JT is obviously an amazing player, and he deserves to have that opportunity. So, and that's where I don't think Max would ever in any way feel like animosity towards that decision.
The caddy player relationship is so complicated, and like kind of how that works. I feel like one day we should honestly like kind of break it down, like how you pick a new caddy, how long they usually last, like blah blah blah, because it is different. But it's also like, you think about, like, look at professional football, like having a new coach, you have a bad season, they could fire you like that, you move on, and like at the end of the day it comes down to the caddy. But it's also unique because the caddy, like in this scenario, can make the decision too. You become good friends. You're friends with their family, their kids. A lot of them are like godparents to their children at this point, you know? So it's like, it's just a hard working, also relationship balance, I feel like. Yeah. But it's hard. It's a hard one. Yeah.
So that was another storyline I just had to bring up, because I was like, oh my goodness. And I just kept thinking of the funny scenario of it being like seeing an ex out on the street with like a new girl.
Imagine if JT won. Like, then they're like winning like prom king and queen.
Yes.
Tough.
Yeah, tough. See, that's where I was like, ooh.
But he didn't, so we're good.
So everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, the Homas are bringing a new life into this world. Yes. So no dramas.
No. None at all.
They're doing just fine.
Yeah.
But what's really exciting is we can talk about the Masters like all day if we want. But our next cast has the inside scoop, behind the scenes tea on the 2025 Masters.
We are so excited to welcome a very special guest onto the podcast today. Newlywed and wife, love saying that, to Matt Fitzpatrick, our 2023 RBC Heritage winner, Katherine Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining Birdie Little Secrets today.
Hey gals, thank you so much for having me. So fun to be on your podcast.
Yes, we are so excited to have you, like Cindy said, and we just have to dive right in. Like, your love story still feels like so new to us, at least, so we need the whole rundown. How did you meet? How did he propose?
We need to know everything.
Whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. So we actually met in Florida. I was living down in Florida and Matt was living in Florida. He's from the UK and I'm from New Jersey. I had moved down to Florida for work and he had moved down to Florida for his golf career. And we just met out. It was actually a really nice kind of natural meeting.
Like in the wild, just like a meet cute.
Yeah, out in the wild. And
like
Matt
happens.
I know, that's what everyone says. There's like so many different ways to meet people now. A lot of people meet on apps. Many of my friends have met on apps. So many of my friends have met through mutual friends or in college. My best friend actually just got engaged last weekend to our college. It was like kind of a college sweetheart, but they didn't start really officially dating till later in life. So I'm so happy for her. But yeah, love is definitely in the air.
Yay, that's so exciting.
But yes. So we met out and it was a really quick connection. He asked me to dinner. And then from there, it was very natural. We both have a lot of shared interests and felt like a great fit. And the rest was kind of history from there on out.
That's so does sound like love at first sight, really.
I mean, how could he not? Like, let's be real. Yeah.
Seriously.
But let's talk about how he proposed.
Yes. So the proposal, I was super surprised. He proposed right before the Ryder Cup in Rome. It was at my childhood home that I grew up at in New Jersey, which was super special. I thought we were going out to dinner, and I usually run a little bit late, and I was super early for dinner. And he's like freaking out that I'm early. I guess he was planning on proposing in my front yard in New Jersey. And I'm like, all right, let's go early so we can get a drink before dinner. And we were going up to Asbury Park in New Jersey, which is a super fun spot. And I was like all dressed up, getting ready to go out to dinner. I had picked Matt's outfit out. We were coordinating. We had these like pink and peachy colors going. Little did I know that behind the scenes, my mom had like been coordinating with Matt on this proposal. My friends were all there. We walked out to go into the car, and he's like walking in the middle of the yard. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, just
like, take the sidewalk.
Not picking up on it at all. And then I realized that he had put flowers, this beautiful archway of flowers all over this archway in my yard. And he was down on one knee. Next thing I know, I was like blacked out. And then I turned around, all my friends were there, and it was amazing. Celebrated at my house. We had a big dinner. I'm like, so I guess we're not going to Asbury Park. And it was amazing. We were proposed. He proposed before the Ryder Cup, so I got to like use that as another celebration.
Yeah.
Which was
it's like a honeymoon for the engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was amazing. It was really amazing.
Needs to be normalized as well. Like for me.
Yeah.
It was so great. And then the week after the Ryder Cup, we were in Scotland for the Dunhill. So we got to celebrate with Matt's parents. And that made it really special too. They were originally going to come over to New Jersey. And I think with timing, everything got a little crazy, but amazing time. It was really
what has that been like, navigating like his family's overseas? Like did you ever picture yourself with like a foreign boy?
No. Honestly, no, but I'm so fortunate enough to have amazing in-laws. They're so fabulous, and they make me feel so at home when I'm with them. And he has a really strong family unit, and I'm really close to my family. And that's another thing that we bonded over, the fact that we're both very close with our families, and we adore spending time with them. So I wanted to make sure that I ended up with someone who had a lot of respect and love for his parents and his sibling. And so it's just really awesome too.
Oh, yeah. I know. We love the banter between
having
him and
English
Alex.
husband.
You do? Yeah. That's crazy.
I never thought that. No, he always jokes like,
gosh.
"Did you ever see yourself with someone from the UK?" And I was like, honestly, no, that was not something I thought that would have happened, but crazy enough. And I wouldn't have it any other way. It's really great.
I could just see like the love and hear the love in your voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so sweet. We loved seeing you guys. Like, I feel like that was our celebrity moment, was like watching your engagement, and then we're like, oh my gosh, and now she's getting married, and seeing all those beautiful photos. I mean, the dress. Can we just talk about now the wedding? Like,
thank you guys. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I feel so fortunate to have found my person. So it's such an amazing feeling. Oh my gosh, the wedding, that was the best time planning, and the dress was such an experience and such a cool thing to be able to pick that out. And I went to New York and just went with my mom actually when I did the dress shopping, and tried on so many different styles, didn't kind of want to box myself in. I had no idea what I was looking for. I actually had seen a dress on Instagram, and I'm like, that's the dress. I want the dress. Showed it to a couple of my friends. Knew that I wanted to go for that. Went to the store, I tried it on, and I hated it on myself. It just like overpowered me. It wasn't it. And I was like, wow, now I'm really thrown. Like, I thought going for this dress, I had my heart set on it, and wasn't it. My mom agreed. She's like, no, that's not you. And then later in the day, I did find the one, and it was kind of had similar elements to what I was looking for, but exceeded my expectations. And it was nothing like I had tried, and I knew that was it. So thanks guys for liking it. I love
Oh my gosh. I mean, you were a beautiful, beautiful bride. Like, absolutely stunning. And the wedding looked so fun. Like, how was the wedding day? Like, do you remember most of it? Like, were those feelings just like crazy?
That was a big thing too. Like, Matt and I both didn't, I mean, he doesn't drink really anyway, but we didn't want to drink a lot on the wedding day, and we wanted to make sure we remembered everything. And I was fanatic about having a beautiful sunny day. Like, I was just obsessed over it. We got married in a beach town in New Jersey where I grew up, and it was our venue was a yacht club. So it was right on the water. And when the sun is shining, it just really adds an extra special element. People can stand on the the deck and look out at the boats. And
Yeah.
we wanted to come in on a boat into our cocktail hour. So
cute.
I did everything in the book to secure this sunshine. I buried a bottle of bourbon in my yard.
Oh, I did that too. I did that too.
Okay, so
when you become a bride, you become a meteorologist at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Totally. We had been tracking like the year before it poured. The whole month of October, basically, in New Jersey had rained.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous. So like I think a week before my wedding day, or my wedding, yeah, I ordered pink rain boots from for all my bridesmaids and umbrellas, and like I had all this stuff just in case, but I didn't need it. I was able to return it all.
I love that for you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So where did you hear the bourbon thing?
So I actually thought that was like a Southern tradition. I had gotten married in South Carolina and during hurricane season, so I was really, really concerned because it's the same thing. It's like when it's sunny and beautiful, it's absolutely breathtaking. But I was very nervous. And then the year prior, on the exact day of my wedding, because I had like planned our wedding like a year and a half, if not longer, before. The exact day a year before was like a major hurricane. And I was like, okay, surely it can't hit the same day 2 years in a row. But like because we would do all the fall events and I'd be like sitting there with my laptop opening, like literally watching like the meteorologists and like every day leading up to it. But I gotta say, for the girls who have rain on their wedding, like they do such a good job. Like I've seen so many adorable photos with the umbrellas and like you would have had the rain boots. Like it would have worked, but totally you want the sunshine and the sunset to be perfect.
Yeah. Especially if your location was like on the water and having all of that. You know,
I literally like signed up for the Farmer's Almanac, which tells you like a year out what the weather might be.
Was it sunny? Did you?
It was beautiful.
So the bourbon thing works.
It worked. Yeah, my husband and his dad buried bourbon like at where we had our welcome party a year before. Oh yeah, that was the thing too. Is we did it a year before, which I think it was supposed to be like a week before or something.
No, I did it about a year before too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I need to remember this then. I'm just writing these are my notes that I'm writing.
I thought it was a Southern thing, but apparently it's just universal.
And then there was another thing that I heard about burying sausage. So where we had our after party at one of my best friend's houses, we buried a sausage in her yard.
Okay, I didn't do that.
I feel like for everything, you had to try everything. Because like if anything, like one of these will work.
But okay, so for the wedding, I'm like dying to know, like, who are Matt's like besties? Were there any like PGA Tour players or well-known golfers that your family was like, I can't believe like this person's here?
Well, we had Olivia who was on your podcast. Olivia and Ludwig came. We're close to them, so that was super awesome.
She's so sweet.
She's the best.
Yeah,
she's the best. We did the par 3 at the Masters, so that was a really fun.
We're gonna get into all of that. Trust me, we can't wait.
Yeah, so the wedding was amazing. Sunshine. We had a great after party, played all the hits. Like, wouldn't change a thing. Such a special day and just so happy to be married. Such a good feeling. Such an exciting time.
Yeah. And that was, I mean, again, are you still like in this glow, like this newlywed glow? Because I feel like it wasn't that long ago. Like, I feel like you should still be, celebrating.
It's only been 6 months. I'm full on in wedding bliss. Just so happy and loving life, enjoying my time with Matt. And it's so nice to also be able to travel full time with him now and just focus on supporting him and being there and having a great time and just kind of taking in all the experiences, because it is a crazy life, but I'm so grateful for it, and to be able to go to all these events, and it's really, really unique. Amazing.
So let's like dive into that too then, like life on tour now. Because I feel like it looked, what did it look like before you were married?
So before we were married, I was actually a field marketing manager for a technology company that did backup and recovery data management. Okay. And as a field marketing manager, I was very heavily in the field. So I had a ton of travel for my work. So it was very hard to balance the travel that I had for my work and the travel that Matt had. So I was coming and he was going, and it was hard to manage it. So I have so much respect for people that are able to do that, and they can travel and focus and do the things they need to do and also support, but it's definitely a juggling act. Yeah. And it's hard. So that was one thing too that I wanted to be able to do before we have children, is just have 1 year where I'm fully focused on being with Matt and kind of experiencing the tour life with him. Cause it was amazing. I mean, I had worked in that job for 5 years as a field marketing manager, and I loved it. It was so much of my energy was put into that, and I really enjoyed. I was a marketing manager, so I'd plan marketing events, and I loved it, but it was just a challenge, with the travel.
Demanding. Yeah.
It's crazy how life happens like that. Like you meet someone and then your life just completely changes. Like it's just so crazy to think you were like in the field working like that. Then you meet Matt and you're like, okay, well now I'm going to go like support you in your dream, and we're going to do this together and make it our dream.
100%. And it's definitely a sacrifice too. Like we talked about it a lot for a while there. I was really very all in on that, and I wanted to focus on that. And it's just, once we're married, we're a team, like you girls are expressing what's best for us as a team and our partnership and our life together as husband and wife. And that was what was best for us. So I made the sacrifice to leave my job and focus on something else. But I'm the type of person that always likes to do something and always likes to have something for myself or be working towards a goal and a dream. And even though I'm supporting Matt's dreams and his goals, he's always supporting whatever I want to do and the things that I'm looking to achieve and accomplish for myself.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And so when you met Matt, had he already won the U.S. Open or?
No, he actually hadn't. He hadn't won the PGA Tour when we met.
Okay.
Which is super cool to be able to.
Super cool.
Before. Yeah, it's awesome.
So you're just in good luck charm, really. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's you.
There's lows to it 100%. So
I mean, that has to be the theme. We're burying sausages, bottles. You're a good luck charm. Like it's all making a lot of sense now.
It does,
got to bury some more sausages. Got to bury some more bottles of bourbon. We got to keep this good luck flowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever.
But like, how cool was it to be like, yeah, my boyfriend like just won a major? Like, how
we weren't like officially boyfriend and girlfriend at that point.
So this was like, I'm talking to this boy, and he just.
I had told my girlfriends that I had met this guy who was, a golfer, and he was really adorable, and he was very confident in himself, but not cocky, but also mature in the sense that like he would call me, he would make a plan, he would take me to dinner. Like there wasn't a lot of that gray area where I felt uncomfortable and didn't know what the other person is thinking, which I think happens a lot in modern dating.
Oh, absolutely.
So yes, we were talking, but it wasn't like he hadn't officially asked me to be his girlfriend. I was, it was very casual, but he actually said to me, he was like, like maybe I'll see you after, I'll bring the US Open to New Jersey, and the US Open trophy to New Jersey. And he literally did. It was crazy.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I'm like icon.
And you're like, great. Okay, I think you should ask me to be your girlfriend now.
No, I was.
That was like the promise ring.
I mean,
that's
I was like taking it very slow, seeing what he was like, trying to understand what kind of person he was. And at that point too, I had kind of known what I was looking for, and I was like, I really want a guy who is not playing games and is not a player and is not gonna mess with my heart per se, as cheesy as that sounds. So he had proven to be the prince I was looking for, and he was such a sweetheart. And
I think that's a very real thing that girls go through all the time. All of my friends, everyone, like it's just hard to find that guy. So we love that for you. And he sounds like a romantic. So
he does.
With the flowers and the proposal and like all of the things. So
killed it. Made me feel so special.
Oh, good.
And I love that. Yeah. So would you say Matt's like the more romantic out of the two of you? Or do you think like, are you more of the romantic?
I'm pretty romantic. I definitely love all of that stuff. I'm definitely into romance, and I'm obsessed with holidays and just like thoughtful things. Yeah.
So were you into golf before you met him?
Yes, I've always loved golf.
I've
always loved golf. So I grew up in New Jersey playing at a club called Manasquan River.
Oh, Manasquan,
I was actually really into tennis growing up. So I played a ton of tennis, and golf was always in kind of like the background. And then when I was in high school, my mom was really encouraging me to play more, and I loved it, but I was never like at a collegiate golf level or anything. It was very casual. And then after high school, I had started to take it a little bit more seriously. And it was what I did pretty much all my free weekends in the summer. I'd play golf with my mom and her friends, my girlfriends. So that was another thing. Like I loved golf, with golf. So I wanted to make sure that I was with someone who also loved golf. I think I outkicked my coverage a bit with that was definitely not what I was picturing, but I could have. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
You found the one.
And you being into tennis makes sense why you and Liv are such close friends, since she's a tennis star as well.
She is a tennis star. Yeah. Liv is amazing. We haven't played tennis yet, though. I don't know why we haven't checked that off our bucket list, but
you got to get also pickleball off the list too, especially being in Hilton Head right now. There's pickleball everywhere. Yes. Yeah. We were saying when you were getting your charger, I was like, oh, she could literally go dig up the bottle if you're thirsty, because it's still there.
Oh my God, where is it?
It's
need the map.
Do you know where like Poseidon? Well, how often do you go to Hilton Head? Do you know where Poseidon's is? It's like that big.
I've only been here once before.
Okay, well, if you come across Poseidon's, it's like literally right there. So sorry, Poseidon.
Okay, maybe I'll wait for you. We can up and have a spot.
See, there you go.
I love this.
Then you have to come.
Okay. Well, now I just have the biggest FOMO, but it's
fine.
It's fine.
We'll
plan another time.
But okay, so you're still like super new to this golf life and Matt is kind of still new to it too. Like, is there any bucket list items you guys like talk about that you want to check off?
Yeah, I mean, there's always stuff. There's always stuff to do and check off. And I want to go to Japan. I really want him to play in Japan. I'll let you guys know how that conversation goes. Yeah. And his dad and I also wanted to play this tournament in Italy, but we can't seem to convince him. So I don't know. That's definitely on the bucket list.
What the heck, Matt?
there's always stuff. There's always stuff that I think of and want to do and want to, you know.
There's so much fun.
I know. Well, actually, speaking of you being in Hilton Head right now, and the last time you were there was, you said, the 2023 RBC Heritage. I can imagine that is a very special tournament for you guys then.
So special. Yeah, this is the best week. I love it here. It's so special coming after the stress of Masters Week as well, which is such a different tournament. And then this week, Matt used to come here when he was growing up with his family, and it's such a special place. So he was telling me about it 2 years ago when we were at the Masters, kind of about his childhood coming here and what it's like. And I had never experienced it. So then being able to come here with him, see what it's like, hear about the stories. He used to play tennis here when he was a little kid. And, you know, there was a golf shop we drove past today, and he's like, I used to go there all the time with my family. And it's so cool.
I forgot he has the driver head of the Sea Pines Lighthouse.
The lighthouse, yes. And there's a picture of him with his brother and his dad and his mom when they were so little coming here. Cool. So it's just really cool.
Yeah, I remember when he won, that was like all over, because we also do PGA Tour Live, so that was like, get the picture up, we have to put the picture up, because it's like the cutest thing ever. And the Sea Pines thing, I see it all the time. And okay, now I'm getting a little creepy, but that's okay. He wore the Sea Pines in your engagement photos.
Yeah, oh my gosh, like you did.
I do my research. Okay.
We went to the boardwalk. Oh my gosh, we went to the boardwalk, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
Jenkinson's boardwalk in New Jersey. If you girls are ever around, that's the spot.
Love it. I was like an Avalon girl growing up. Avalon and Sea Isle were my two spots. So, but my friends loved
I was in Penn State, so that was Avalon was the spot.
Oh, Avalon is the spot. I love it.
Okay, so I have to go to New Jersey. It seems.
Yes, you do. You have to come to Hilton Head, New Jersey. Yeah. Like,
I'm just include me in everything, okay, guys?
We got the list.
You're included.
We love it.
So, open invite.
So were you were there for when that final putt went in and he was able to win for the second time?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. That was such an incredible experience.
Like,
yes.
What is it like greenside and you're just watching, like holding your breath? Like what were you thinking? What's going through your head?
I was actually just laughing with this about with Matt's mom. We're like not calm people, and when we watch the golf rounds, we're always so nervous and freaking out. So luckily, I was with her 2 years ago when he won, and we were both like having an anxiety attack the whole time. And we were just freaking out. It was like an outer body experience. He played such great, amazing golf, and it was so cool and such an I don't know. It was surreal. It truly felt like a dream. Such a
Yeah.
gorgeous, gorgeous night out there. It was calm and beautiful, and it was really special that his parents were here too. So
Yeah.
just we
And again,
FaceTimed his brother
to be
on the
somewhere
green
that's so special
in the
too.
flag.
Oh, I love
Oh
it.
yeah. That night too, we went and we got Domino's because like everything was closed, and we had such a big celebration.
It's so funny.
That weekend was unreal. A win in Harbor Town is like no other.
Yeah. I love it. I love it there.
Yeah.
It's just, it's the best tournament. It's such a fun vibe with all the boats and like, again, another place where you want it to be like beautiful weather because when it's nice out, it is like just a dreamland, I feel like. So,
Dream.
we love
Yeah,
that
you
for
know,
Bruins.
you get it.
Yeah.
This is your special place too.
Yeah. So we love it. And we can't wait to see him play this year too.
I know.
I know it definitely is a special place and will always be just,
Yeah.
I can't wait to check out his portrait too, because I haven't seen it yet. They
Oh,
do
yeah.
a portrait dinner. I'm sure you guys know that, but
Yeah.
for any listeners that don't know that.
Yes. See,
yeah.
no,
Tell the listeners about the inside tea. Okay, but before you give us the tea, let's address the elephant in the room. I am in a different room because we had a little bit of technical issues. It's also a different day, but you know what? We are here and we're gonna make this happen. So tell us about the oil paintings.
Yes. So the oil paintings, that's something very special about this tournament. The winners have this gorgeous oil painting done, and then it's displayed in the clubhouse at Harbor Town. So I didn't get to go yesterday, actually. I know we briefly spoke
I know.
I'm excited to go check them out today. It's really a cool thing.
We were hoping with the delay there would be like a little sneak peek of this oil painting, but we'll circle back.
Oh yeah, you'll just have to send it to us, and we'll share.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys like stitch it in. You know how you can like add a little picture at the bottom.
Yeah, we'll work on our editing skills for sure.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, don't call me out like that, first of all.
It's okay. We got it. We're getting better with technical issues, editing the whole thing. So
yeah, exactly.
You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Well, thank you first off for coming back and doing the second half with us. We didn't get to speak on your TGL experience and Matt's TGL experience. Can you kind of run us through how that was for you? The fashion was top notch. The environment was top notch. Like, it looked amazing.
It was such a cool experience. We loved TGL. Matt loved TGL. We loved the New York Golf Club. Felt like we had the best team in the game. We came in second, but it was definitely number one in our hearts, for sure. It was just really a cool experience and so different from a traditional golf match where you're walking 18 holes and you're dealing with the weather and the climate and everything like that. Being able to have that team element going on.
And the fashion is different, like
totally
different.
Totally different. You can wear heels, you can wear a dress, you can wear anything you really want. Whereas when you're walking the golf course, you definitely have to be thinking about what's comfortable to walk 5 miles in.
Oh, we know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And the music was really fun. So it definitely gave a different feel to the sport. And I loved the team element, and Matt did as well.
Yeah. You even spoke on a little bit yesterday, but it got a little cut off, was how it kind of brought him out of his shell a bit, or it kind of like added that different vibe to where the audience was able to see everyone's personalities more. Can you kind of like, how was that for him?
For sure, yeah. Even like being able to walk in and kind of wear whatever they wanted. I know Matt was always repping the Sheffield United jerseys, his favorite football. There was a couple matches where, because of the time difference between the UK and the US, the games were on as he's walking into his TGL warm-up round, and he's like glued to his phone the Blades are winning. Which was really fun. So definitely got to show a bit of personality. He really did enjoy kind of getting that camaraderie with the teams. And it was cool how they played the holes. So when they would do, like someone would tee off and then Xander would hit the next shot and then Cam would hit the putt and then Ricky would hit the second putt, or hopefully there was no second putt and it was in the hole. But that was really cool as well. So different than a normal golf match when they're all individually just like focused, playing in their own lane and everything. So yeah, we loved it. It was so much fun.
It looked like it was just a dream, honestly. And speaking of another dream, is attending the Masters.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, was that just insane?
No, the Masters was really awesome, and there were so many events going on and things to do. Tuesday, I went to this Birdie Golf social event with a lot of the other ladies who got to experience it. They did such a nice job showing their collection, and it felt like a great way to kick off the week. I'm trying to think what else was going on that week.
The par 3 contest.
The par 3. There was so much going on. The par 3 contest was the best. Yeah. The best. We had such a great group. We played with Olivia and Ludwig, and then Aaron Dry, and actually his fiance is a professional golfer, so she's amazing.
Oh, I saw her like crush it.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time, and when she hit that, I was like, wow, she's pretty good. And then I obviously did a little research.
Very good. Yeah, so we had the best group there as well.
That's awesome.
Just been lucky with the good groups.
Yeah, you're
PTL and the par 3 contest.
But the fits were amazing. I mean, I know you said you got one from that event, but like, what was your thought process going in for the Masters? This is obviously not your first Masters, so was there a different approach this year going in?
Definitely. I planned everything out this year. I was super into like checking the weather. And so I went to the Masters 2 years ago and the weather was horrible.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember how bad, but it was pouring rain and there was a lot of delayed play, stormy. I had on black boots and like a very heavy corduroy parka jacket.
Okay.
So, and it was really hard to get the full experience of the Masters when the weather's like that because you're hiding under an umbrella and you're looking down. And so this year when I went, I was like blown away.
Yeah.
I couldn't even I don't remember this beauty that I had seen 2 years ago just because it's so different in bad weather, but it was gorgeous. And I was trying to figure out what to pack and how I was going to go about the temperature for an early tee time versus afternoon when it warms up because it's hard when it's cold in the morning.
Yeah.
And you need to have layers on and then by 2 o'clock it's 70 and you really need to take everything off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like planned out my outfits. I tried to figure out, you know, I wanted to have a classy element, and it's really fun that at Augusta you can get really dressed up, which is different than a lot of other tournaments. I wanted to kind of, just plan it all out and have some fun things. I was really comfortable, and thanks for the compliments that you guys like. Nice.
So the weather being nice after Monday was because you buried the bourbon bottle.
Oh, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Hopefully you did not dig up anything at Augusta and bury anything.
No. After I got rain sunshine on the wedding day, I'm like, it could rain for the rest of the whatever.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care.
I'm fine for my days.
Yeah. No, the weather was beautiful. I get what you mean though. It's like when it's raining, it's like you're trying so hard to have a good time, even though it is such a damper on the day, but you just push through it. But yeah, the weather was beautiful. It looks beautiful on TV while we were watching at home.
So beautiful. Jealous. You guys will have to go. You'll have to go next year.
Oh, we're manifesting
that.
Definitely. See yourself there.
Yeah, exactly.
See yourself in the outfit there.
I have to bury a sausage or something, I think, is good luck.
Perfect.
I tried to take that one step further too. Someone had told me that if you bring a carton of eggs to a nunnery and have the nuns pray for sunshine, that works as well. I didn't take it that far. Matt was like, it's too bad.
That's a little much, but
with the omens.
You are committed.
I never did that. Yeah. But I am committed. I need to be committed.
Okay, so what was your favorite memory this year at Augusta?
I would say the par 3. That was amazing. Yeah. Honestly, being there, taking it all in, being able to look around and see everyone enjoying it with their families and watching the par 3 contest. And it's so special, and it's such a cool tradition that they do. And all the little kids in the adorable little caddy bibs with the last names on the back. It's just such a cool, fun tradition, and it was awesome to be a part of it and to see everyone else being a part of it as well.
Yeah. It's really cool to get the families involved, I think. It's very unique.
Very unique. Yeah. And it kind of breaks it up because it's such a serious week and there's so much going on and there's so much pressure on the players and it's really intense, and that just kind of breaks the ice a little bit, and everyone remembers that, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to be here with my family. I'm so grateful to be experiencing this. Yeah. And you just it puts things into perspective, and I think the players really enjoy it. I know Matt loves the par 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun to hear that. I love that the players also like it, because I know it's such a fun event for the whole family, but it's cool to hear that the players enjoy it just as much as you guys do.
Definitely.
I feel like it reminds them like what this is all about, and at the end of the day, it's a sport, it's a game, you know, like obviously it's livelihood in their jobs, but like at the end of the day, like doing it with your family just reminds you like this is why we're here. And so
Totally.
yeah, it's so cute.
That's the best job in the world for sure.
Yeah.
And that Masters had such an amazing ending. We all watched the playoff. We all watched that nail biter. They fought so hard. It was an epic win for Rory and Justin
where
Rose
were you like when you were watching the end?
So we were back at our house. Matt had finished. We had lunch at Augusta, and then we were at not our home. We were at the house we were staying at for the week. So a couple, 15 minutes from the course, and we were glued to the TV, just nail biting, freaking out. It was so emotional. What a crazy emotional tournament and an incredible end.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about it too earlier, but like how different this year felt.
Yeah.
Like that ending also felt so different. Like just so good. Had people in tears.
Yeah.
So
the emotion fit the outcome for sure. Like it was a grand slam. That's so crazy.
Grand slam. It was
It's crazy.
It's just really, really.
It's okay.
Really
Matt
cool.
has 3 more. We're getting
I
there.
know.
Yeah, that's
Matt would look great in a green jacket. Matt looks awesome in green. So handsome in green.
We love that. Noted. What would Matt pick for his meal?
Oh my gosh. Okay. He would probably pick. I'm trying to think. I want to nail this. He's gonna watch this video. I don't want him to look at me and be like, "Why would you pick that?"
You're like, that's nothing what I would eat.
I think he'd start with a Caesar salad for sure. He loves a good Caesar.
Classic.
No anchovies. I don't think croutons either, actually. Light on the croutons.
The best way to eat a Caesar, in my opinion.
And then yeah. Only way to eat a Caesar with no anchovies. Agreed. I'm not a person either. And then I think he would do probably a steak, like a really good steak. And for dessert, he would definitely have. Oh my God, this is hard because there's like so many things that I think he'd pick.
No, like English food in there? Do you think he'd choose some
like a Sunday roast or something like that? He's not into that.
Okay.
Honestly, he loves steak. He loves like I think it's mainly American food is kind of his jam. So
We love that for him.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to get him on here and do like a surprise appearance and give his meal what he would choose. He's like a jinx thing. You don't want to give your
that's true. That is true.
So actually, are you guys superstitious like that? Do you have a lot of kind of like, oh, let's not do this because it might do this?
I don't know. That the Masters thing, the dinner is so fun to think about because it's just like planning your favorite meal.
Yeah.
So not superstitious in that sense, but
But it is a surprise. You want everyone to wait a full year to see what you're going to eat. We tried to guess what Rory's would be, but it was very just like Irish food.
Yeah. Has it been released? Did he have to say it already?
No, he didn't. We just tried to guess. We actually said we'll have to wait a year to actually find out, so we'll see.
I think that's one of the coolest traditions is reading back and seeing all the menus.
Oh,
Did you guys have like a favorite meal? You know how on Instagram they post them and you can kind of like look back and pick what you choose?
Yeah. We've also made our own too. Last year.
Oh, tell me yours. What would you guys pick?
Okay, well, Sydney and I like kind of had a competition last year. She lost, I won.
Okay, that's
I'm just
fair
kidding.
a bit.
No,
but
yeah, Sydney had fish and chips.
So my family's half English, so my dad's English, so that's why.
That's so cool.
So I grew up on like English food and like traveling over there a bunch. So I chose a very traditional English meal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Did you make peas with it?
Yeah, fish and chips, soggy peas, the whole
thing.
9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
My dessert, I think, was
like malt vinegar on that whole
100%
situation.
drenched.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
My dessert was bread pudding, I think.
Yeah.
Or sticky toffee pudding, one of those. Those are my 2 favorites.
Okay.
And then, Cass popped off those. She was lobster with steak.
No. Well, kind of. Yeah, I actually did. I did, like, just like a family style, like, steak. Like, if you go to, like, a steakhouse and you all, like, share a big platter of steak and then you get, like, Brussels sprouts and family style lobster mac and cheese. Like, I just did like that. That's, like, my favorite meal.
You cannot go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think that is like a just perfect meal. But I also love fish and chips, so I'd come to both of your Masters dinners.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, picking between some English food and lobster mac and cheese, I think
everyone was roasting me in the comments. It was so funny.
Yeah.
No, because you gotta have the meal you love.
Exactly.
And that you
That's
like.
what it's about.
I love the fish and chips meal too.
That's what it's about.
Like so good, so delicious.
I would come to your dinner, Sydney.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Out of spite. No, but this year we did a play on it for the girlies, a master's brunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I popped off on that one.
You did pop off.
What happened to your menu?
She did redemption tour this time for sure.
I did. Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. What's on the brunch? What's on the brunch menu? We're doing.
Oh well, you have to start. Yeah, Kass did bottomless. I did. Okay. I love a Bloody Mary, so like a fully loaded Bloody Mary.
That was the appetizer, obviously.
What's in your Bloody Mary? Like a strip of bacon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She put chicken and waffle in her Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah, like crazy. You know how it stacks like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Redemption tour.
Yeah. No, she did. She killed it this year.
And you have to start with alcohol as the appetizer.
Oh yeah, there's no other
brunch.
way.
So
yeah, I was like debating between that and espresso martini bar, but then I was like, that's a lot. I don't know.
But also
for brunch.
For brunch, I don't know. I would though.
Hey, you know,
it's so funny.
It's your brunch. You can kind of do whatever you want.
This is true. But I feel like we were inching towards asking you the question, what your Birdie Little Secret is. Okay. And I know you've been practicing this.
No, I'm like.
We literally gave you a heads up.
A heads up, and the funniest thing too is the Masters dinner as well. Like, I just talked about this with Matt. We did just go over it, and I'm blacking out again. No, I have a great Birdie Little Secret, actually. It's not really a Birdie Little Secret. It's just something stupid that's fun for golf lovers that I think is kind of, like, out of the box.
And that's exactly what we love.
Yeah.
I would say that Matt is low-key, like, my favorite influencer. Like, he's always finding these unreal products for me and stuff and, like, these cool things. And he's like, hey, did you see that, what did he recently get me? Okay, he got me this it's like called a flosser thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, have you tried that yet? And I'm obsessed with it. It's literally like a dental floss thing, but it's like an automatic dental flosser.
And how does he find this?
He finds all these products. He got me this really cool, I turned him on to tinted sunscreen. He was using this stuff in the UK. Said, you probably know this. It's called Ultra Sun. Do you know that brand?
Yeah, I think so.
An English sunscreen brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it makes your face white as a ghost. Like you just are so pale when you wear it. So I was like, we got to switch over to a different type of a sunscreen. So I got him onto this like L to MD stuff that I love.
Okay.
And have you heard of the Yuka app?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're all into this Yuka app situation. And the ingredients on the sunscreen. The ingredients are not great for you. So then now he's on like a clean beauty hunt. So
oh my gosh, Matt being on a clean beauty hunt is that's iconic. Not even
like clean beauty, because Matt's so low key and low maintenance. Like he has like a basic face wash and just a sunscreen, but like he finds cult products that have changed my life as a girl.
That's crazy.
I think that I'd be bringing the products to the relationship. You gotta try this. This is so great. But no, it's him. He finds all the best stuff. But anyway, the sunscreen is fabulous. They have it at Whole Foods, but it's like a little bit tinted. Yeah. It's awesome.
We love that.
It's awesome. It's for the girls.
So honestly. He can have like I thought Matt was going to be wearing
No. He's like, you need to use this sunscreen. This one's great for you. Like, switch it over.
Wait, I was like expecting him to like come out with like a little glotion at RBC.
No, he's too low maintenance to be doing any of that. But he's finding stuff for me, which I love.
I love that too.
I really love that for you. Wait, that's going to be my next Whole Foods find. Like I'm gonna go try looking for it.
You have to look for it. It's called like Raw Elements is the name of the product.
Okay, slay.
Fabulous. It's fabulous. It's like a tinted kind of brown sunscreen, but it's thick. Yeah. If you need any good products, lifestyle products, just let me know and I'll let you know what Matt's found recently.
Perfect.
It's mostly like Instagram ad stuff.
Yeah, like TikTok shop.
Honestly, my husband kind of does that too, and he's obsessed with the app too. But it's always things. I mean, he finds it for himself and tries to get me to do it, like the AG1 stuff. But now he uses IM8, and it's all I've heard about every day for the last week and a half. And
what is that?
It's like this, like the super green powders, and like I don't even know what's in it. It's a bunch of stuff, but this one is not the AG one that everybody uses. This is the one that's David Beckham's brand, and now he's obsessed with it. And he got me sample packets, and every day he comes home and asks if I've tried them. He also gets these like supplements in the mail. He's like, "This is really good for your skin. You should try it." I'm like, "Where do you find these things?" Like, I don't.
Yeah. How is this coming in through the mail?
And like,
where do you find this? The app thing changed my life.
Yes. Yeah. He loves that app. Yeah.
Does he?
It's very.
Oh, these two should.
They should. He's very, very like he'll come home and be like, "You shouldn't eat strawberries. Strawberries are bad for you." And I'm like, okay, coming from the guy that just drank 10 beers, like, in front of me, like,
oh my God.
He's like, strawberries are bad for you. That's what Tom Brady says. I'm like, oh my God. I think if strawberries are how I'm going to die, like, I'll be okay.
Take me out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
funny. Maybe.
Okay, well, Cass will be at RBC, so I need to be
seeing
to see
you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it will be
You
fun.
need to come.
I know. First off, I haven't even heard of this app until like right now, so I just feel like my week is going to be dedicated to like figuring
it's life
all
changing
this fun stuff out.
Cool.
It'll kind of ruin your life a little, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what the biggest thing is, and honestly, like, this is full circle moment here, but like, I had been struggling so much with my skin, and I think Matt saw me going through this horrible skin journey and was trying to help me figure out how to improve that.
Oh, that's cute.
So I think that's how like the skin product thing came about. Like, let's find you some products that are clean and not gonna cause
that though.
so
That's
much
really
irritation to your skin.
Yeah,
so I think that's like kind of how he was like coming up with the skin products and stuff now that I'm thinking about it. But it has majorly improved my skin when I went through my makeup bag with these products on this Yuka app.
Yeah. Like, it tells you what's wrong with products, basically, Sydney.
Yeah.
And like what you shouldn't be using. Yeah.
I'm like really excited to now go scan like my entire house.
Scan your makeup bag.
Yeah.
The men thing. I think that was made the most difference for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
With like breakouts and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, skin journeys are the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm in the middle of one right now, and it's like I have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
Like, especially like I feel like you're traveling all the time and you're out in the sun a lot, like having to deal with like a routine that also doesn't break you out. Like, is that kind of hard to balance, like your beauty routine almost?
Yeah,
like
100%. I think simplifying has made a big difference. I think using these clean towels, I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but
yes,
like that has made such a big difference with the travel.
I would say simplifying is the best. That's what I tell everybody. Like, I used to use all these things, and then once I started like understanding what was inside of all the products, like the less amount of ingredients, the better.
The better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Wait, this is like, I'm actually
Is this a golf podcast?
Excited. I know, like, I'm actually so excited we're talking about this because when I travel, that's my worst. Like, I come back and I'm just like a whole different person with like how my skin looks, how I feel, all this stuff.
You feel like the skin's the worst once you travel. Okay.
So I feel like
I need to give you the 3 products.
Oh my God, please do.
Because it has changed my skin, honestly, and it's the simplest routine ever.
Oh, I love it.
Ever.
Okay.
I just use this super basic face wash. That's I'll send you the name of it after this podcast.
Okay, love.
And then an oil and just those face wipes.
Yeah.
And it has completely changed my skin. I mean, honestly, I had horrible cystic acne on my face. Right before my wedding, I went for a walk with my best friend, her mom, and my mom. And my best friend's mom was looking at my skin and was like, you got to go to the dermatologist like right now. Like, you cannot get married with your skin looking like that. I'm like, is it that bad?
Oh my goodness.
We love the honesty.
I know, but
I love the honesty. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And just had to totally revamp and change what was going on.
Wow. Well, you're glowing now. Seriously. Like,
it's but I've had horrible skin. I mean, you got to just kind of shine through it.
Yeah, right.
I've been through years and years of an acne journey, so I'm finally on the other side, I would say, but it takes like the littlest thing to set it off. I'm big into like green juices though. Like, I also feel like internally, like that, like taking things
starting
in, like,
from
helps.
inside out. Yeah.
I do a green juice like literally every morning that I make at home.
Which one? What do you make?
I do like I have the smallest juicer because before I was just using like my NutriBullet and straining it, and I'm like, I drink these every day. Like, what am I doing? So I bought a mini juicer, and I do celery, cucumber, lemon, ginger, and a little bit of pineapple to like make it sweet, and spinach. And then I drink that every day. And I honestly feel like, because also my husband too, like sees my struggle, and like every day he'll be like, oh my God, your skin is glowing. Like, and if I don't juice for like 3 days, he'll be like, it's definitely the juicing. Like, you have to get back to juicing. And I'm like, okay, Ryan.
That makes a big difference,
yeah,
the juice.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Cass will bring me some every now and then, and I'm like, oh, I love juice days.
Yeah.
They're actually so good.
I like them.
I got to get in on the juice.
Okay.
I got to do that for sure.
I love how like day 2 of this has turned into like a health and beauty, also stemming from Matt Fitzpatrick's influencing.
I think too, like the person that you're with the most amount of time with, who sees you, how you feel about yourself, and like skin is skin, it is what it is, but he's always just kind of like tried to help on that front with my...
Well, I just love it because he wants you to feel like the best version of yourself, and like you to feel confident and beautiful, and like because he sees you that way.
Yeah.
And so it's like he wants you to also feel it. And I just love that support. Like that. It's
so
just
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so sweet. So I've been taking all the Yucca recommendations. I'm like, okay, let me go through the products. Let me do it.
Also, I
also
definitely thought Matt Fitzpatrick was wearing like tinted sunscreen, like walking out. I'm sorry.
I was really excited for that.
Me too.
You can't even tell that it's tinted.
No, that's why I was like, he's so glowy recently.
Like glowing. I love.
No, Matt's not wearing the tinted sunscreen. He's recommending that for me.
You never know. There's still time.
There's still time.
Okay, well, we'll share with everyone your wonderful beauty routine and Matt Fitzpatrick's recommendations for the girlies.
We need a list of recs from Matt for sure.
Yeah.
Matt's into the clean products. Okay. He's very into clean products.
Okay.
Clean lifestyle, baby.
Yeah.
So Birdie Little Secret is that Matt Fitzpatrick is an influencer for clean products. Yes. Ladies.
Yes. Find all the best products. If anyone needs any recommendations, you know who to go to.
We love
it. That's amazing.
So funny.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Part two, even better.
Yeah.
It only gets better.
Guys, it was so much fun. Yes. Awesome. I'm so proud of you guys and happy for you to be able to do this podcast, and you're killing it and giving us a voice. And, you never think anyone really wants to hear what's going on our side, but if you want to know, we got the tea.
We want all the tea, and we love it so much, and we'll definitely have to have you back on because we know Matt's going to win again and just do amazing things, so we're rooting for both of you.
Thank you guys so much. You're both lovely.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Well, it's what keeps us real and authentic and humble.
Chaos is authenticity.
Exactly.
So we're going to wrap up the episode now. We will conclude the interview tomorrow.
Yes.
And we will put it all together and still post tomorrow at a later time. So sorry.
Yes. But
it's like we went to a rain delay.
No, right.
It's like a Monday finish.
That's just the Birdie.
What's happening.
It's the Birdie Little Secrets equivalent.
Yeah. So.
And we're coming out with a win.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, she's too cute to like cut anything short.
Exactly. It was like, do we just like cut it here? What happened was the Wi-Fi was a little crazy.
But we got to see that inside scoop too. Like that. We, as in me and you, but their lives
She's
are so
on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we try to make it work with our lovely wags.
But she was adorable.
Yes,
is adorable. We had so much fun. I really didn't want it to end, so we're gonna continue it.
Yeah,
we will continue,
and we're just being
get the inside scoop even more because she will be at the clubhouse at the RBC Heritage.
It's almost better.
It is better. So stay tuned.
Yeah, everyone stick around.
Speaking of the RBC Heritage.
Yes.
This week on tour is the RBC Heritage in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Everybody knows
Cass's
my
favorite.
So I'm very excited. Yes, I will be there as I always am, but I just feel like this year is going to be the best of them all so far.
I feel like it too, especially the energy coming off the Masters and heading into this week. That's already such an iconic week.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so much fun, and I'm sad I won't be there.
I am also very sad that you will not be there. Can't even talk about it. No. But it is the 5th signature event of the 2025 PGA Tour season. So big names, limited field. You guys know the drill. It's going to be a very, very exciting one.
Exactly. Scottie Scheffler will be there to defend his title.
He will.
Yep. He just missed out defending at the Masters. So let's see if he can do it this week.
Yeah. Jordan Spieth will be back as well.
Yes. Interesting, though, how he's got in.
Yeah. Because usually, actually, my sister-in-law, Leah, like texted me and was like, oh, obviously Jordan's going to be in the field. And I'm like,
I don't know if
she was posing it as a question. Right. And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, obviously he's past champion, but it's a signature event. And that's not really how it works anymore. So we got a sponsor exemption to be in the fields.
Yeah. And I think that's so interesting.
It is super interesting. Yeah. So I'm excited to see him play there, though. I feel like he always does well at Sea Pines. So.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And obviously excited to see how Matt Fitzpatrick will do.
Oh my gosh.
Also a defending champion.
Can't wait to see the oil painting.
Or past champion. Yes, I know. Let's see.
And I will be there running havoc. No, I won't. I'll be very behaved.
Stay tuned for the content.
I'm so excited. Yay. No, so excited. It's gonna be so much fun.
Something also that's really exciting this week.
What?
And I feel like you just did all the research and like looked it up, and I did because I didn't even know what was happening. The
rangefinders.
The rangefinders this week.
The PGA Tour approved the experimental use of rangefinders for 6 events between the Masters and the PGA Championship. So starting now with the RBC Heritage. Basically, it's to test pace of play.
Yeah, let's see if
time, see if it helps.
See if it helps anything, or if the players like it, if they don't. Yeah, I feel like it's such a. We'll see.
If there's one thing I know we will see, it's this all over social media,
goodness.
PGA Tour Live,
and the show this week.
Just everywhere. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be hearing all about it.
And so we'll let you guys know how it goes next week. So you can tune in every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you enjoyed listening to today's episode, please like and subscribe, and pretty please leave us a review. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, because that's the only place you'll see this iconic interview that we've had
of us just like transforming into like a different area, different clothes. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
That's our authentic selves are there.
Yeah, and if you leave a review, please don't make it about technical difficulties.
Yes, please guys, don't hurt our feelings like that. We're trying our hardest.
We're trying to be authentic.
Trying our hardest. So that is at Birdie Little Secrets Pod. Thanks, guys. See you next week for more tea.